Hi, good afternoon. My name is Shez, and you're watching Project Food Garden. We have been away for a couple of weeks. We had a few challenges in the garden while we were carrying out the spring work. We had a few minor setbacks. Thought of the day for me for the last 2 weeks has been count your blessings more than your troubles. So we showed you our strawberries. We had planted garlic. We had put down the seed for green peas and all the root veggies. So today we'll give you an update on everything that was done, how it is coming along with time. So let's start and get on with the review. So, ladies and gentlemen, you had a quick look at the vertical planter that we had set up. So this was set up on 25th of July. So as you can see, the plants have started exponential growth. They're maturing really nice with time. You can see there's a lot of blossom here on the plants. It's producing lots of flowers which have already started converting into fruit. Same thing on this side. If you could look underneath, loads of blossom. It's on the other side as well at the back, which we cannot focus. Some of the plants have already started fruiting as well. And if you take a look, they've started switching color as well. So if we move further, so as you can see, some of the blossom is just sprouting. These were the plants that we had taken. We took all the plants from the other patch, but some of them, the idea was to show you that are in the initial phase of flowering, and some have already produced fruit. If we come onto this plant, it is maturing really nice. There's loads of blossom up here. If the camera can focus on this, it's fruiting everywhere. It's even on the back side. It has got about good 2 dozen flowers. So other plants are really maturing as well. Let's move on. So on the last bit of this planter, as you can see, this is fruiting as well. See, loads of blossom down here, and some of it has already produced fruit. The other one is maturing nice and slow. And on the back side, we've got about good 2 dozen blossoms, and they're nicely converting into the fruit. Now, if you look on the other side, I've used pellets, and I promised you that I would show you where we are allocating all the strawberry because of the fact that it spread like bushfire last year. So we have put them in pellets, and if you look on the skirting of this patch, you would see that it has gone all the way on the skirting. It would be easier for us to manage it and control when it would start throwing the runners. Would be easy for us to convert those runners into plants if we want more, which we don't at the minute. So let's move on and show you the other side of the garden where we have planted the strawberry. So this was the final 2 pellets that we had set up on this side. As you can see, we had a massive problem on this side of the patch because of weed. But if you can see now, because of the pellets, this patch is looking really beautiful. And if we move a little bit downwards, you would see that it's showing a lot of blossom as well, and it's fruiting on this side. Take a look. These plants have also started fruiting, and so does this one. They are in the initial life cycle of the fruiting process. So this is looking really good. Let's move on and quickly show you the last bit. Oh, hi again. So there were a few things that I forgot to mention when I showed you the vertical planter. The watering routine, you have to be really religious when you water these plants because they are not part of the ground. So the compost and the soil mix that we have put in there, it's basically sitting in the wood. So it needs a proper water routine. You cannot ignore watering them. However, on the upside, everybody water their plants. It's mandatory, we know that. But on the upside, it's very, very easy to manage the weed portion of the gardening aspect. Now, controlling weed in these planters, it's really easy. I normally come round first thing in the morning when I've got my cup of tea, and I look, and I have gotten rid of the weed at the size of less than an inch. And this is a big advantage because the roots of the plant, they can focus on growth rather than fighting with the weed. So gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is like the initial life cycle after the transplantation, and the plants are settling down really nice. They're flowering really well. I'm quite excited. The initial strawberries that we have on the planter, they are turning to a reddish kind of color, which looks really good. And I'm hoping that in the coming weeks, when we'll come back and show you another update, we'll have loads of red color in the video. So that is like the second video that we have done for the strawberries this year. It's going to be a really amazing year. So if you have any questions, any comments, put them in the comments below. And if you want us to cover any other topics, specifically people living in New Zealand, on the South Island or North, it doesn't matter. If you want us to cover any more topics other than strawberries, because we're doing lots of stuff in the garden, feel free to send us your message on YouTube. More than happy to do an on-demand video as well. On that note, we'll bid you goodbye. Have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening and night, wherever you are. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.